Peace, how y'all doing?
He's good.
Hi.
In the interest of time, I'm gonna jump right into it. But when he said he was 16 when he first heard me, I did ask myself, well, how old am I? There is something about the way she conjures the ancestors. She dances when she walks like she's from the Congo, pure. Congo, like Asada Shakur says, brothers don't understand the science behind her self-reliance. She has a tattoo of Noble Drew on her neck and a tattoo of Marcus Garvey on her breast, and said you've got to have the presence of Martin Delaney if you ever hope to have a future in getting past how Malcolm is. She is smooth as the Hennessy she's sipping as we listen to Horace Silver playing our third game of chess. And I can't help but stare into the natural texture of her hair. She compares George Padmore with C.L.R. James. And from there, she discusses Rodney's, how Europe underdeveloped Africa, and compares that to Kwame Nkrumah's neocolonialism, the last stage of imperialism. And as her lips move, I get lost in her rhythm. And as her thoughts move, I get lost in her wisdom. I love it when she sings CCY2 to the children. I love when we go on vacations and she puts that homemade sign on the door that says, "Do not disturb, nation building." She is Harriet Tubman, loving her people with a passion, fashion like that last chapter in Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of the Negro. We go conjure the ancestors after every poetry reading, breathing life into the souls that surround us like New Orleans, constantly calling me back. I bathe her with compliments. I wrap her confidence around my waist.
Come on.
I taste her ancestors' DNA every night because there's something spiritual about swallowing the same fluids that once close to the physical forms of her predecessor slaves and tribes. And yo, you might think you know me, but if you ain't never seen me with her, then you ain't never seen me alive. I said, you might think you know me, but if you ain't never seen me with her, then you ain't never seen me alive. She goes from J.A. Rogers to Abuba Carvel. Her heart beats the rhythm of the Haitian Revolution, and she dances to it, singing the songs of the Cimarron colonies of San Salvador. And as she moves, there's something about the way she conjures the ancestors. There's something about the way she conjures my soul by day and by night. There is something about the way that she has conjured me back from the dead. There is something about the way that she conjures me continuously, back to life. You will work twice as hard to get half as far. Come on now. They already know who you are. That's why the game just remained a game. And you're going to have to accept they already know in your DNA adapt for success. It's the damned and the blessed, it's the vapid versus you, who is completely something else. And society knows no sympathy for you. I mean, don't everything seem weird when you walk in a room? Don't everybody act scared when you walk in a room? I gotta tell you why. They already know the hell they put you through and can't imagine how it is you don't retaliate and still persist to survive. Magnetize space, emit light, carry weight, and here you are building with a brother like me that done thrived more than 25 years past his expiration date. Which is crazier when you consider what they did once they figured what we was doing on top of Funky Drummer, Apache Substitution theme from the Plans to Pete the President, Box Steady, Amen Brothers, and all types of other ultimate breaks and beats. They continued to meet to acknowledge we was kicking knowledge on top of beatboxes, and the DJs kept rocking while simultaneously watching the dance floor and still searching for more entertaining options in the crates. They had to investigate. COINTELPRO. They had to infiltrate COINTELPRO. And the next thing you know, you had all these whack cats rapping about how many niggas they killed and how much blow they sold. And some of them actually did do dirt, and some of them actually got away with it, but some of them had a dark secret, which was that they actually got caught though. But they wasn't never rapping about how they begged their way out of those long-ass bids by agreeing to spy, lie, and snitch on their peers. COINTELPRO. They wasn't never rapping about how they begged their way out of those long-ass bids by agreeing to push the prison industrial complex by glorifying drug dealing and nigga killing the kids. COINTELPRO. And for what it's worth, counterintelligence runs the ultimate reality show. They got all types of fake celebrity informants pushing fake net worths and businesses, vehicles, and houses that ain't theirs. They got marketing teams and focus groups to manufacture all types of fake relationships, conflicts, and romantic affairs. Counterintelligence runs a mean machine. It's just like the last poet said, it's automatic, push-button remote control. Synthetic, genetic, command your soul. It's automatic, push-button remote control. Synthetic, genetic, command your soul. They make their celebrity informants look like successes just to mess with your head.
Wow.
They make their celebrity informants look like successes just to tempt you to do the things that they claim they did. They make their celebrity informants look like successes because what they have in mind for you is neo-slavery, a jumpsuit, and a prison bed. You know, back when I was a kid, I used to attend college in Brick City on the corner of Market and Martin Luther King, and we used to stare at the buildings across the street and contemplate what it would be like to be locked up in that county bingo, to be making paper in that county courthouse. And we figured even after we got our degrees in either scenario, we probably still end up working for a white person who might not even have a high school diploma or a GED. And in one case, we get to build with some real souls. In the other case, at least our physical forms would be relatively free. And we never really thought too much about the future because we hardly came up with any answers except that there would always be more of us in them jail cells than there ever would be of us on campus. And with this game stacked against the black man, how are we supposed to take chances? It's that regardless of the circumstance, you'll never do anything to risk losing respect for who you are. And you struggle and you rest and you hustle and you never forget that brothers who wait around for things to get fair always seem to be the same cats tragically underestimate how much self-mastery it takes for a black man to get far.
Hey, let's go.
How you doing? I'm doing really well. In the interest of time, I'm going to wrap it up shortly. I have 2 books, and they'll be available over there. My newest book came out a few weeks ago, and the other book that I have came out some years ago. And however you want to do it, I've been learning how to do more and more things. So like Venmo, that's new to me. Probably know this hell y'all. Venmo, PayPal, of course Visa, debit, all that stuff. Cash. I can tell where your scars are just by the way you walk. And every assault that you have endured has ensured your every step. And you are blessed regardless of the animals that have attacked you. And you are pure no matter who's abused you. I know an angel when I see one. And when our kingdom come, it will be you, I, and the Son, and we'll be one. We'll create children, and our children will create us. Then every night by the light of the moon, I will kiss away your scars to Abbey Lincoln tombs, and I will drink perfume that tastes like you out of a vessel with a waist like you. Then I will draw our bathwater warm so we can soak until our souls are reborn. And you will be safe and secure in my arms, and it will always be this way. See, I can tell where your scars are just by the way you smile. And every night I walk a mile in your shoes, kiss away your tears and compile your blues, till we choose to get sexy with Robert Johnson and Bessie Smith. And I will lick every bit from your soul's revelation to your pain's exodus. And when there's nothing left to sip, I'll massage the tension from your nakedness and then lift you in the most effortless way so you can just slowly ride all your pain away. You should know they couldn't create a mirror that could begin to show you half the things that I see in you. Because more important than your face and your shape, I'm in love with the woman you're becoming. And I can foresee a day where your hair is mostly gray and your smile shows intense living and no one can look in your eyes without seeing decades of wisdom. And I'm not concerned with the woman of the year because I'm in love with the bride of a lifetime. And I don't want to watch your figure. I'd rather watch you use your left and right mind. And I'm in love with your laugh more than the tightness of your abs. And for a mirror can show you your present. I'm obsessed with our future and our past. And my love lasts because it has the benefit of knowing that to truly be intimate, I don't focus on the qualities you have now. Instead, I focus on the qualities you have that are infinite. And that should be the sentiment that takes us all around the world to ocean liners and beaches and hotels and far reaches where we'll use stolen glances to communicate our secrets. And I hope our love is the one that teaches couples how to share their lives and men not to compare their wives with what seems green up on the other side. And I'll confide in you nightly then provide for you daily, then in between do the best that I can and treat my fellow man fairly. But it's most important, I'll be that eternal flame that brings you heat whenever you're cold. And you'll always see yourself clearer in me than any mirror, because I'm a pure reflection of your soul. So I've been up here for about 10 minutes. I'm going to finish in about 2 minutes. Okay? All right. I turned 49 last week. Okay. I didn't think I was going to make 49. I didn't think I was going to make 25.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. People like, you know, and we feel with people who are like 70 and 80, they're looking at me, what the hell are you talking about? What if this is God's work?
Yeah.
I mean poets who are 70 and 80. So with Father Andy last weekend, he had me in an alley spitting a poem. He's like 80 years old. I'm going to tell him that I feel old. What if this is God's work? What if real poets walk the earth and live lives fit for a prophet's birth, spreading ancient wisdom like the Coptic church, and those that know what they're hearing, know that they're hearing something special. And perhaps eventually a poet will be sent here just to bless you, test you in this world of lies. And if you feel your eyes cry, it'll be because they recognize that what they're seeing is the truth. And the chills of your spine provide absolute proof that in this now, where politicians and clergy are proving themselves unworthy of your time, and television shows and music videos are proving themselves unworthy of your mind, don't be surprised to find that God is especially present in poetry dens, guiding poets' pens, and not just those men who pretend to be closer to God than you by making you ashamed of your sins when the lives that they've lived may not have been what God intends for your salvation. What if this is God's work? What if the Creator realized that the creation is imperfect but only wishes for us to worship sincerely, to not be hypocrites, but to really be concerned about our fellow men? To stand up against injustice is falsely perpetuated in God's name in foreign lands. What if this is God's work? What if the poets are closer to Muhammad, Buddha, and Jesus than the preachers? I said, what if the poets are closer to Muhammad, Buddha, and Jesus than the preachers? I mean, think about it, y'all. Which of us are living closer to the streets, and which of us are living closer to Caesar? Which of us are living high up on the hog, and which of us are the poor righteous teachers? What if this is God's work? And if so, then poetry is sacred. So ye poets should be concerned to step up on this stage with and be on your job, because if this is God's work, then stealing from the poor is the same thing as stealing from God. And it's not about your use of sexuality or profanity. It's about whether you use your tools for eyes and oohs, or whether you use your tools to improve humanity. What if this is God's work? None of the blasphemous have hell to pay, so I wouldn't say anything at LionLike MindState tonight that wouldn't be comfortable repeating on Judgment Day. What if this is God's work, y'all? Let us pray. My name is TAALAM ACEY. Thank you for Check out the book. I also have some flyers if you want. Thank you.